Okay, I'm making this video at the request of somebody of some things you want to make in a bug out bag, and I'm going to keep this to the point where you can pack this in a backpack. It's not going to be completely all-inclusive. You'll figure out some things you want to take on your own, and it's very critical that when you load your bug out bag, you put everything inside of a plastic bag and then put it inside your backpack because you want it to stay waterproof and dry. That being said, the first and foremost thing that you want to take with you will be Bic lighters. Yeah, I can tell you different ways to start fire out in the wild without a lighter, but you know, it's a hell of a lot fucking easier when you got a good Bic lighter. Get like a pie pack and then make sure you put them inside of a Ziploc baggie before you stash them. You would definitely want to keep those dry. Um, Next thing you want to go for is you're going to want a couple of knives. Your first one is you're going to want like a small lock blade pocket knife with about a 3.5 inch blade on it. You can just carry on you all the time in your pocket or whatever. The other knife you're going to definitely need is you're going to need something like a heavy bladed Bowie knife, something along those lines, something with at least an 8 inch blade, a hunting knife. And you want it to be thick and whatnot. That way you can use it for like wood splitting and, any kind of heavy work. That way you can smack it with a wood baton or whatnot. Going on from there, from the knives, you'll probably want to pack a Leatherman tool. You can get like cheap knockoffs. Even the cheap knockoffs are pretty damn good when you're trying to get something done. A Leatherman tool is a multi-tool. You open it up. It usually has a knife blade in it. It has awls. It has this. I'm not talking like a Swiss Army knife. I'm talking a Leatherman tool. But one of the most beneficial things with Leatherman tools is when they open up, they also become a pair of pliers, and they have a cutting edge on them for wire cutting and wire stripping, whatnot. You'd be surprised what you can get accomplished with even a $10 knockoff Leatherman brand tool that you can buy in Walmart. Going on from that, the next bladed thing that you'll want to take with you is you'll want to get yourself like a good camp axe or a tomahawk, something of that nature, something, short-handled. You don't necessarily have to put that in your backpack, but you can strap it on or tie it onto your backpack. There's ways of doing that. Let me see. What else would you want? Oh, you're going to need some kind of nesting pots or pans, or at the very least, get a percolator coffee pot. You can cook in those old coffee pots if you need to. You can boil your water in there for sterilization, whatnot. Talking more about sterilization, you'll definitely want to get yourself a pack of chlorine tablets for sterilizing water. That's in the event you're not able to build a fire and you're not able to boil your water to purify it. The chlorine tablets will do the trick. It may not be the best tasting water, but at least it's drinkable and it will keep you from dehydrating. Um, Fire and shelter and dehydration are your biggest concerns when you have to be in a survival situation. Going on from that, you'll probably want to pack yourselves. Just go with a Hobo Freight, Harbor Freight, whatever the case may be. Princess Auto if you're in Canada. Get yourself some cheap tarps. You can use these for shelter. They fold flat. You can pack them inside your backpack. Get like 2 or 3 of them of an appropriate size. Get at least one that's like a 6x6 or 6x8, something like that, and then get you another larger one. Like a 10x12, something along those lines, and maybe one a little bit larger than that, because you can make temporary shelter out of that. If you desire, you can pick up a small dome tent, and again, you can strap that on your backpack alongside your axe, on the exterior of your backpack. Paracord. You're going to need paracord. Trust me. And if you can't get paracord, get a good quality rope that has very little stretch to it. You definitely want to stick to like synthetic. You don't want cotton. That is just not good. It wears and rots and wears out super fast and has a lot of stretch to it. But get yourself a good quality rope. You probably want to get like a 50-foot hank. It doesn't have to be huge rope. You want it to be maybe 1/4 inch, because you're going to need to be tying. You're going to be tying some knots. You know, but paracord is surprisingly strong and has almost no stretch to it whatsoever. If you can get paracord, get paracord. Next thing to pack is, if you don't know how to forage and whatnot, you can order some MREs online. Walmart has like a case of MREs that are good for like a family of 4, I think it is, for an entire week for like, last I knew, I think it was around $25. But, the MRE meals, they generally run around 2,000 calories a day, which, is sufficient if you're going to be going out and doing some walking on foot and doing some labor for survival. That'll carry you through. I'm trying to think where to go from there. If you're legal to carry a gun, by all means, carry a gun. You want to have that with your bug out bag. A decent sized pistol, something at least 9mm or 40 cal. 40 cal is one of my preferred. You can carry that. It's a compact weapon and hits really hard for the caliber. Another good weapon for choice is the old survival rifles. Survival shotguns. A lot of times they're 22 410 over under. That's a good combination for like taking game and self-protection. And a lot of times they're built in such a way where you can break them down. You can slide the barrels into the buttstock. So again, that's small enough where you can strap it onto your backpack. And don't forget the ammo. A gun without ammo is kind of worthless. Then you just got a club. Like I'm saying, I'm just doing a quick synopsis of this. We can get into later on. We can get into more of the actual bushcraft of it, but for right now, I'm just trying to think of what you should take in your bug out bag. Even if you don't get the MREs, get dry goods, a few canned goods, whatnot, and stuff in the bottom of your bag. But the MREs are so much lighter to carry because they're all dehydrated. All you have to do is heat up some water, dump it in there, and you're good to go. A lot of times you don't even have to do that. A lot of times they have heat packs with them that'll heat the MRE depending on the manufacturer. But anyways, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off right here. Feel free to add to it and comment on this video.